finally here. Run it back, run me back.
In over 3 decades and through 300 battles in the ring,
300.
Buakaw Banchamek has asserted himself
Shit.
as one of the greatest strikers in martial arts history.
Hold on, how you say his name?
100 battles in the ring, Buakaw Banchamek has asserted himself as one of the greatest strikers in martial arts history. And single-handedly altered the course of the sport's development. Formerly known as Poor Promo, he forced K1 to ban prolonged clinching with his dominant infighting. Became the organization's first 2-time middleweight king.
Sleep? How old is he? He's like a
To
kid.
conquer the world stage.
That left hook nasty. That left hook is leave him stiff.
And pieced out to conquer the world stage. Today we'll recount the legendary journey of the White Lotus, from a regional champion to a mythical icon. Furthermore, the 41-year-old Buakaw will soon return to the big ring.
Буакав опустил перчатки. Рой Джонс Джуниор просто.
Before long,
hey man, y'all was spamming him in the comments. I mean, since I did one of my first reaction videos to fighting, spamming him. We here now. I'm sorry for the wait. I'm sorry. We here. So look, man, like, comment, subscribe, man. I appreciate everybody for following the journey. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments who you want me to discover next. Let me know who you want me to react to next. But we here, man. We finally here.
Sambat's enchanting charisma was on full and captivating display, drawing attention of female spectators, who gleefully watched his relentless work through the ropes.
How old is he right here, though? It's Muay Thai. Ain't it?
At 12 years old, he moved closer to the capital, Bangkok, and joined the Poor Pramuk gym, eagerly immersing himself in a hardcore training regimen. Sambat adopted a new name, which according to traditional beliefs would protect the bearer from the evil eye. From now on, he would be known as Buakaw, which translates to White Lotus. The last name,
Lotus, what does that mean?
Came from the gym's name, and suddenly he was feared more than any other curse. By 2004, the Thai fighter had claimed a critical amount of belts and international-level victims.
Leg keeps putting him down.
Among them were notable Japanese names, which paved the way for the White Lotus to join the world's premier organization.
What organization?
Already in April, Buakaw entered the K1 World Grand Prix at 154 pounds, a new weight class for him. In the round of 16 of the most prestigious kickboxing tournament, he effortlessly tripped his opponent, occasionally adding low kicks.
Here, early on in this, the first.
But once the insolent fella decided to bite back,
So, Jordan Thai.
and arrogantly put together combinations,
Otherwise, this is going to detriment Jordan. Under K1
Poor Pramuk unleashed his true ferocious self.
from Jordan Thai. Thai having to
Knees to
get
the
out of
body.
trouble.
Ah!
Oh, they're so tough.
The adversary's only achievement in this 9-minute-long beatdown was not tasting the floor.
The Thai is going about his business in relentless fashion. And Jordan Thai needs to cover up, really. The Thai has done.
Ref was
As
watching
a
him get
result,
beat
the
up.
White Lotus advanced to the final stage of the annual Game of Thrones. It was a one-day tournament in July where 8 of the deadliest kickboxers on the planet competed for the title of Undisputed Division Monarch. First, the 22-year-old Buakaw faced John
22?
Wayne Parr. The renowned Australian was part of the sport's nobility, who had seen it all in the ring.
Oh, shit.
And is one of the favorites to win the Grand Prix. It's not surprising that the start of this confrontation turned into a showcase of Muay Thai beauty with plenty of kicking exchanges.
Oh! He caught that shit. Bro, Magic, bro. He caught it. I'm not catching nothing that's coming at me that fast, man.
Nevertheless,
Catch, no. Caught, no.
Nevertheless,
that's
around
hard.
the halfway point, Parr switched to boxing combos
Muay Thai look fun to learn, I ain't gonna lie.
and managed to seize the initiative. In response, poor Pramuk changed his tactics to keep the foe at bay, pumping kicks.
He back.
The new approach bore fruit, and the third stretch ended on even terms. Nobody was willing to give up an extra round either.
Oh, whoa!
Still, a surge of adrenaline allowed Buakaw to go on the offensive, which lasted until the bell.
Them kicks coming out of line. Them kicks is coming easy.
Having secured a high-profile victory, the Thai prodigy then clashed with Takayuki Koryumaki. The lanky karateka had one-touch demolition power.
Oh!
Could throw
Hold on, what the fool is that?
one-touch demolition power. Could throw solid knee strikes. And even managed to defeat Mike Zambitis earlier that night. In the beginning, the Japanese athlete disrespectfully swept the Thai off his feet.
Oh, shit.
Grinning, Buakaw returned the favor.
Buakaw returned the favor. Get down.
And then punished him thoroughly.
Do they get extra points for them takedowns?
Король встречает Хиромаки, правый через руку, левый навстречу. Встречает Хиромаки, правый через руку, левый навстречу. И колено в голову. Это уже Буакав.
Unchallenged aerial and terrestrial supremacy lasted for 4 minutes of doom.
Them body shots, them clinch body shots hurt. They hurt.
Until Koryumaki finally learned his lesson.
Get out that clinch, boy.
Все, на этом достаточно.
After dismantling
Shit, stay out of that
Takayuki
clinch,
and
man.
speed running into the final, poor Pramuk crossed paths with the Japanese schoolgirl's wet dream, Masato Kobayashi.
Japanese
The
schoolgirl
silver
wet
wolf,
dream
as they
is,
called
bro.
him,
Japanese schoolgirl wet dream is crazy. Vote sports. What is you on, bro? What is
one
you
of the
talking
best
about?
kickboxers of his generation, with an
Oh,
extensive
shit.
resume.
We gotta watch more kickboxers too, man. Kickboxers, we gotta watch more kickboxers, bro. Yeah, we gotta watch more kickboxers for sure.
Moreover, he was the reigning K1 Grand Prix
my head.
champion, coming in as the favorite. Kobayashi made it to the finale considerably battered.
So he was the champ. He was the
However,
champ.
his indomitable samurai soul left him no choice but to engage in fiery shootouts. In retaliation, poor Pramuk started front kicking, which gave him an advantage at range. To avoid trading in the pocket, he also happily engaged in clinches. And Masato's only hope was to read the Lotus Sutra.
His kicks fast and hard, boy. I'm telling you. Mom. He probably got the best kicks I ever seen.
Excitement continued to gain momentum. Once the Japanese striker's prayers took effect, Pramuk's total dominance morphed into a toe-to-toe struggle. Even though the challenger was ahead thanks to patented Muay Thai moves.
Oh my, get out that clinch, boy. He gonna hurt you in that clinch.
The fearless Masato had no intention of giving in. As they approached the finish line, Buakaw was fully confident in his victory. Unfortunately, the slyness of the Japanese judges showed itself.
I'm done. Stop! That's what they doing in Japanese now? Okay. Hey, crazy. Hate to see it.
This Grand Prix had far-reaching consequences for K1. In order to discreetly prevent Buakaw's hegemony, the organization imposed a rule across all weight classes, limiting clinch strikes to 1 per
Why
engagement.
they like to do that? Why they just can't just let him be the champion, just destroy it? But why they gotta put, why they want certain people to be champions, certain people not to be champions? Like, come on, man.
Now, the Thai phenom couldn't use not just his elbows, but also consecutive knees.
You can't use
The effect of
consecutive
this
knees?
taboo was on display
What?
against Kozo Takeda, where the White Lotus was forced to stay at distance. The battle-tested Takeda, who had fought Thai guys often and successfully, capitalized on the situation. Buakaw had to adapt on the fly during the intense encounter.
Oh!
The winning formula was discovered in the 5th.
Oh, left hook. That left foot was the formula. Bomb. Same time.
Adjusting to the new rule set and ringing Takeda's bell twice. In 2005, Pramuk went on to collide with the world champion from Belarus.
Okay.
His opponent did the utmost to earn the respect of the hard-headed Thai.
Oh! That nigga got a chin on him, boy, because he got hit with a head kick and a right. Mom! Over the left. Ooh!
But Buakaw's kick sounded like an explosion at a construction site. And he had no intention of holding back until the time expired.
He got the best leg kicks I've ever seen, I ain't gonna lie. Fastest and
Everyone has their own
strongest.
idea of Muay Thai until they take a hit from a real Thai. They restricted me. I had to evolve and train in boxing 3 times more than before. In July, the White Lotus squared off against one of the elite, Albert Kraus, the winner of the first middleweight Grand Prix in 2002, despite being regarded as one of the most skillful kickboxers in the promotion.
Ooh, shit.
Definitely trains hard. He's got skill.
His kicks ain't like that, though.
To spin
Mom!
the deadly windmill and grind his enemies down.
He got them hands, though. I tell you that. He got them hands, though. He got them hands, though.
Kraus and Buakaw had crossed paths before.
Okay.
That time, the Dutchman shined on the counter.
Oh, shit.
And sat the Thai down.
Oh, you were right. Come on, bro. What we doing? He caught him.
Pramuk enacted revenge with a batch of artillery knees.
Oh, yeah, D. Come here. Bomb knee to the body. Come here.
He kept the gas pedal to the floor till the end.
Catch that. Look how fast some shit, bro. Bro, what?
Earning points in multiple collisions.
Widać wyraźnie, niech Państwo zwrócą uwagę na pracę. O, i teraz kapitalnie.
Nevertheless, the judges didn't appreciate his sportsmanship
Bardzo przyjacielski.
and awarded Kraus with a controversial win.
I trzeci set.
We still doing that, bro. That's what we still doing, bro? Come on, bro. That shit be crazy.
Decyduje, że
Pramuk drew conclusions from the 2005 Grand Prix rematch and became the one who always had the last say in exchanges. Albert never managed to catch up, while Buakaw, high on dopamine, rained down with hammers of fury.
He can box too, though. He can get in there.
The fresher tie was ahead in the
His
closing
kicks
stages.
are crazy.
And comfortably went to a decision. For the second year in a row, Pramuk reached the final, where he was greeted by Andy Souwer. It was his first crack at the belt for the energetic Dutch technician, but his ability to send guys to the Shadow Realm was beyond doubt.
Was beyond doubt. Oh, shit!
It was a play of contrasts from the opening seconds. Buakaw delivered his signature explosive kicks.
Oh! No, I ain't going to the body.
And did as he pleased in the tie-ups. Andy, on the other hand, excelled in sharp boxing flurries. At the end of the first, the contestants found the pulse of the battle. In the second frame, Pramuk acknowledged Souwer as a worthy adversary to trade with and tried to trap him in bear hugs.
Now get
The
off me.
Dutchman realized clinching was inevitable and fired from all barrels whenever possible. In return, Buakaw sought to build an advantage to prevent any risk of a robbery.
Oh!
Andy defied his plans at times. When the dust settled, many believed that Pramuk had done more overall. Still, the Japanese judges clearly disliked him and gave Souwer a chance.
A
The
draw.
warrior stayed inside the squared circle for an additional 2 rounds, where the action didn't falter. It's been quite windy in the ring so far, but now the stormy sky crackled with lightning. Late into the 5th stretch, the bout was completely even. At this point, victory could go either way. Following a 15-minute massacre in front of 18,000 spectators, the Grand Prix championship went to Andy Souwer.
Dang!
Disappointed, Pramuk immediately left the stage. Yet everyone knew his vengeance would be legendary. All fighters have performances where they need to give more, but it's too late. This was just one of those days. As part of the Retribution campaign starting in 2006, the White Lotus faced Hiroki Shishido. The Japanese maverick attempted to corral the Thai to the ropes with flashy combos. Buakaw pushed the annoying foe away and flatlined him. Nailing his man with a left hook just 15 seconds in, Poor Pramuk blew up the kamikaze with a single detonation. That same year, Buakaw crossed paths with Mike Zambidis, the wrecking ball of fury and reincarnation of Kratos in one person. The Greek bruiser's knockouts were so chillingly frightening that rumors about him catching 4 bodies in the ring circulated for years. Although not true, there were certainly grounds for these accusations.
Yeah.
In the ballet of violence with Buakaw, despite Iron Mike's unusual agility,
I couldn't fight after that one, gang. Yeah.
In the ballet of violence with Buakaw, despite Iron Mike's unusual agility,
they were trying to get Buakaw knocked out.
He rarely managed to land on the Thai. Meanwhile, Poor Pramuk targeted the legs, bombarded the rival with body kicks, and occasionally went up top. Even in the second round, the Spartan warrior was still desperately stuck in first gear. Zambidis' only successes were sporadic attacks to the midsection. He simply couldn't turn the tide and succumbed in every aspect to the world's second-best middleweight. With this convincing decision victory, the White Lotus joined the lineup of the 2006 K1 World Grand Prix held in June. In the quarterfinals, he was greeted by Yoshihiro Sato, the best Muay Thai practitioner in all of Japan. Buakaw had significantly improved his boxing since the last tournament.
Okay, get right
Something
then.
that the enemy reluctantly acknowledged.
You better. Alright! Oh, choppy! Straight jab.
A 1-2 counter landed on the money.
Straight right.
It wasn't time to write a will yet.
Oh, shit.
And the spirited Sato went for broke.
Go for broke then. Go for broke. Go for broke.
Buakaw put a bow on it in the second. After Cow put a bow on it in the second.
He caught it. Sleep, left hook. That's top 5, one of the best knockouts I've ever seen. Catching the kick and then sleeping him with a left hook.
Buakaw put a bow on it in the second.
Hook.
After catching a front kick, the White Lotus uncorked a left hook that isekai'd the Japanese fighter into another universe.
That was nasty. Boom!
The same evening, Gago Drago awaited him in the semis, following his sensational upset win over Albert Kraus. The Armenian underdog immediately wounded the Thai's pride. Buakaw eagerly jumped into the melee.
Oh, come on, get right.
And played the lead throughout the round, not giving the opponent a slightest chance to make it competitive. Gago tanked forward in the second, which suddenly helped his matters.
Ooh, shit. Crazy.
The night was far from dull before, but now there were fireworks everywhere.
Ooh.
And in all directions. Under the bloody moon, the White Lotus blossomed.
Oh, dropped him.
The good old Muay Thai classic. A forearm frame, a right hand over the top, and Drago is already inspecting the canvas. Despite Gago's obvious willingness to keep going, by the end, Buakaw had only strengthened his dominance. Ultimately, the crowds and the judges' sympathies were undeniably with the Thai. A stroke of luck in the final was the old acquaintance Andy Souwer. On a streak of 24 victories, the Dutchman had previously made a splash with a spectacular knockout.
Oh! Okay.
And a triumph over Masato.
We gotta get this dub, man. Come on, Buakaw. Get right, man.
All things considered, the rematch between two striking wizards couldn't leave anyone indifferent. It wasn't their first rodeo for both champs, and the battlefield was iron hot from the gate.
Come on, Buakaw.
Souwer assumed the role of the aggressor early. But having reminded that revenge is best served cold, Buakaw unpacked the Fluga Geheimen special.
Oh, left hook! Slayed him!
Fluga Geheimen special. Showing unparalleled
his left hook
composure,
nasty
and
too.
he tried to get back into the contest.
His left hook nasty.
For which he paid a steep price.
Oh! Oh!
There was no escaping for the battered Dutchman.
With the
Shaking
right
Souwer's
hand.
hemispheres with two collapses, the White Lotus ended
Straight
the bloody
right.
carnival with a mean punch.
Boom!
At 24 years old, Pramuk became the first two-time champion in K1's middleweight history and a national
At 24
hero
years
at home.
old, man. 24.
Victory in the upcoming 2007 Grand Prix would cement Buakaw as the greatest middleweight of the 21st century. That's why the organizers matched him up with Masato, the only top K1 contender he hadn't faced in the past 2 years. The meeting started with relentless pressure from the Thai. And yet, the Silver Wolf pulled ahead with brilliant handiwork. Suddenly, the White Lotus couldn't keep up with his dynamic Japanese counterpart. Pramuk decided to revert to his proven rock'em sock'em style.
Oh!
But Kobayashi had already found a chink in his armor.
Oh! He dropped it!
Knocked down by a swift combo and caught under the shelling, Buakaw refused to cave in.
I ain't gonna lie, that dude punching.
In the second stretch, the versatile ring soldiers picked up where they left off.
Oh!
Then Buakaw got the punches going and slowed the Japanese fighter down, pumping low kicks. Only half a round later did Masato begin to restore the balance. And the ending went in his favor. According to the rules, Porpramuk still had a chance to win the decision. However, the Silver Wolf sensed blood and was not willing to share the spoils.
I'm not willing to share the spoils. Oh man.
Not believing his own eyes, Buakaw was forced to retreat under the non-stop assault from the Japanese predator.
What?
Kobayashi was making history on live TV. And Porpramuk had to accept not being in the driver's seat.
Damn.
Overcoming very long odds, Masato delivered a fantastic performance. He outplayed Buakaw in areas where others crashed and burned, earning praise in the locker room. Thailand's favorite son didn't want to sit on the sidelines and flew to Seoul in 2008.
Oh, over the head.
The Korean zombie's neighbor rose from the ashes after a cemetery head kick.
The cemetery
Porpramuk
head kick.
gave him an encore
I'll get another
and
one.
added some punches on top.
상당히 빠른데요. 원투 안면쪽에 들어갑니다. 사이드로 빠지는 가장 라이트.
The opponent asked for more, and Buakaw began to question the guy's sanity. A strong sedative
Tripping.
seemed to be the only option to save the patient.
로킹 우수합니다만 미드킥 강력합니다. 부아카오.
Oh, left hook.
Nevertheless,
hook was
the
nasty.
Thai phenom subdued the
kept
Korean
getting up.
without medication. The left check hook. And the pull counter cross were
The
the
pull
final
counter
arguments
cross?
to stop the beating.
Ooh, that was nasty.
And the pull counter cross were the
Boom.
final
That's
arguments to
nasty.
stop the beating. The annual K1 Grand Prix opened with a battle against Kraus. The Dutch butcher initially aimed at the torso. Buakaw recaptured control in response.
Jab outside thigh kick, rib kick from Buakaw. Nicely done from the top.
He kept Albert honest throughout the bout.
There from Buakaw. Cracks away.
Goes for another technique.
3-round ball.
And cornered him on the ropes for the sake of variety.
5 in a row now from Buakaw.
Cornered him on the ropes for the sake of variety.
For the sake of
5
variety.
in a row now from Buakaw.
His right hand by kicking him so consistently on it. Very effective.
Kraus frantically tried to find success late by going up top.
Second round. Oh, nice. Double rounds for 4 rounds again for Buakaw.
But Porpramuk maintained the lead all the way to the bell.
Nice jab from Buakaw. Dangerous. The round is off the lead.
The unpredictable judges somehow saw it as a draw. The inspired
Bro.
Dutchman willed himself to restore parity.
And that's what Kraus is doing this week because Buakaw doesn't sleep. He's upstairs to the head looking for the headache maker.
Which lasted until the end of the extra round.
Rib kicks again for Kraus. Oh, nice uppercut from the right hand hold. Again, a kick in display from Buakaw.
Kraus could have taken this round.
For once, karma was on Porpramuk's side. Although Albert overtly disagreed with the decision. Despite the favorable outcome, Buakaw's relationship with K1 was soured, and he lost motivation. This became evident in his rematch with the previously beaten Sato. Early into the rematch, Porpramuk was confident in his invincibility.
С другой стороны, если такая тактика приносит победу, тайский атлет, конечно, выглядит непробиваемым.
He brazenly answered Yoshihiro's left-hand attacks with his right,
Своему оппоненту его надо ломать.
and fired crosses down the pipe.
Ой-ой-ой.
The signature left hook was no less heavy.
Так все и надо делать. Вот, обратите.
The skinny Japanese counterpart absorbed the impact like SpongeBob and stayed on his feet.
Like SpongeBob.
Верит своего оппонента, что он будет постоянно бить его как раз вот этим молодым. И вот домолачивание.
He rightly emphasized body blows in the process.
Сказали добавить скорости, он это и делает. Называется в игру. Buakaw.
Fighting back fiercely, Sato gradually depleted the Thai's gas tank. This allowed him to spice things up in the third and make it a war of attrition.
Другое дело, насколько у тебя на это хватит, собственно, в обмен ударами постоянно. А если попадешь один раз так, что соперник хватит.
Get right, Buakaw. Get that nigga
Тоже
right.
из плоти.
Put under excruciating pressure by the immortal Japanese, Buakaw was eventually stopped dead in his tracks.
No way.
Опа! Вот это да!
Enduring dozens of precise offerings,
Вот вам...
Sato exhausted the star and nailed him with a right hook.
Вот он!
All right,
Buakaw
man, that
knocked
right.
out.
Man, that right hook didn't even like it hurt it. But he was paid, bro. He was paid, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Bro, the right hook didn't like it hurt it, bro. Am I tripping? I might be over exaggerating, bro. It don't even like it hurt it, bro.
Out. Now you've seen it all.
Nah, okay,
Coming
it
back
might have
3
hurt
months
it.
later,
I ain't see
he
it from
locked
that angle.
horns with an Indian kickboxer
see
nicknamed
it from that
Black
angle.
Mamba. Poor Pramo
What?
proved to have steel not only in his heart,
Не шелохнул.
but also in his fists.
Где мы хотим
Ooh,
вернуться
that
в
left hook
это
is
чудесное
so-
время, а вот Буакав
Бам!
пропромыл, укачал его, убаюкал.
It didn't take him long to seal the deal.
Благодаря вот этим... Ух, сейчас было опасно. Печать поставил.
The Black Mamba's hopes for a Tarantino-esque happy ending were shattered, along with his consciousness.
Bomb.
Буакав промог с возвращением.
Buakaw's 5-year-long K1 journey culminated in the semi-final of the 2009 Grand Prix against Souwer. The Thai Dynamo dominated in all aspects, tripping his enemy down
Aggravating Souwer because every time he
and
You must get
blasting
extra
sharp
points for
knees.
that.
See that he faked the front. Nice inside thigh kick from Buakaw.
Poor Pramo constantly mixed targets on his signature kicks.
It's just continual frustration here. Too much on the hands here. Nato put him on the ground. High left round kick. Andy wore that one well.
Additionally, he found great success with intercepting shots.
Souwer. Oh, nice.
Even the commentators were shocked with the verdict.
Oh, come on. We're going an extra round. At the risk of sounding like John McEnroe, you cannot be serious.
The Thai curse took its effect
That's
thereafter,
crazy.
and things weren't as clear in the extra round as before.
That's crazy, bro.
Good high check from Souwer, but he eats the front kick. Cow's being backed up here. Souwer, beautiful, dipping left hand to the left thigh. Oh, nice right hand from
They met the final bell, neck and neck.
Souwer, Mike.
Yes, I mean, now this round...
Cross. Spinning back into the midsection. Souwer trying to steal it. Kleptomaniac and really impress the judges. I'll do the fair thing. Give it to Buakaw.
Once the final result was announced, Buakaw was done with K1, there and then.
Buakaw is disappointed. He should be disappointed. He was robbed.
I'm disappointed. This
That's
is ridiculous.
Because I want to slap these 3 judges with a wet fish.
He would only return to
He
K1.
said, I want to smack these 3 judges with a wet fish. Nah, that dude was mad about that. That's crazy, but they ride this man like 3, 4, 5 times, bro. I wouldn't even fight for K1 no more. It's like, bro, for what, bro? Like, that's crazy.
4 years later, for a couple of guest appearances,
Ooh, body
marking the
shot.
end of his involvement with the Japanese league.
Body shot. Why they do him so dirty, bro? Why not? Bro, somebody gotta let me know in the comments more context to that, because I know it gotta be context behind that, bro. Like, what was up with K1, man? Like, somebody, come on, bro. Like, what?
Following a scandalous split with the promotion, Buakaw had no intention of slowing down. In fact, he transformed into the boogeyman that haunted other kickboxers' nightmares. Firstly, the 28-year-old Thai ventured into shootboxing to face Tobi Imada. Although the rules allowed takedowns, it didn't save the all-rounder from an avalanche of low kicks.
Take them low kicks hurt, boy. Ugh. Them low
and a visit to the hospital on crutches.
Them low kicks hurt, boy.
Approaching his 30s, poor Pramuk returned to his Muay Thai roots. Issuing beautiful knockouts in bulk as if they were on sale.
The elbow was nasty. Oh, shit.
He captured several meaningful belts.
No surprise there.
Starting from 2011, Buakaw also participated in 2 tournaments of one of the leading Asian leagues, Thai Fight.
That body
Clearly
shot.
indicating he was still the alpha, the White Lotus won both times.
Oh! Front kick to the face, then left hook. Bomb, sleep them. I ain't even gonna lie though. Is he better than, what's his name? Senchi? Suanchi? I forgot how to say his name. I'm bad with these Asian names. I ain't gonna lie though. He's still like he 12. I can't lie.
Clearly indicating he was still the alpha, the White Lotus won both times.
Bomb!
The turning point
Is he
for
the best Muay Thai
Buakaw
fighter
came
ever?
in 2012.
Who was the best Muay Thai fighter ever? Or best kickboxer? Because I know Israel them a kickboxer, right? But let me know who the best kickboxer
While
or
in
Muay
Italy
Thai
on a
fighter.
shopping trip,
all
poor
time.
Pramuk threw down with Jabbar
Oh, give me your
Askera,
top 5.
a rare breed, a Dagestani striker who loved to shut opponents down with leg kicks, but could explode with his hands when needed, abruptly tripping their fuse boxes. Buakaw opened the match the reliable way, an abundance of body kicks.
Ooh,
Nice kick from Buakaw.
Transfers to the head,
Every technique scoring the same. Beautiful
Ooh.
head kick there from Buakaw.
mandatory foot sweeps, and punches on special occasions.
Nice head movement.
Askerov was aiming low.
Nice look.
Nice hook.
Worked the midsection himself,
Left kick.
and sought to catch Buakaw with a missile to the head.
Go for broke. Jabba Askarov.
Big left.
Big left up from.
The seasoned veterans kept up the pace late
Getting like it with a baseball bat as well. Every time it's either across the ribs or right across the arm.
and gave a competitive ending. Satisfying the fans with a great show without Japanese judges, the White Lotus emerged triumphant.
You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
Nevertheless, when he returned home,
He said without
scandal
a
broke
Japanese
out.
justice.
Dissatisfied for a long time with the gym owner's pro-exploitation attitude, the People's Champ left the poor Pramuk gym. It turned out that for years they'd withheld his earnings and had booked fights without his consent.
What the fuck? So they was, bro, see what I'm saying? Boy, niggas like that, bro. Niggas like that. FBI, open up. Like, what is y'all doing, man?
The absence of
Money hungry
contracts is a
motherfuckers.
common problem. They can hide a third of your earnings and split the remainder so that you get only crumbs. The split was followed by a $3 million lawsuit, but the government stepped in to defend the beloved national treasure. He subsequently retook his original last name, now performing as Buakaw Banchamek, and opened his own namesake gym. I swore that I would be
Banchamek.
honest with fighters, and what happened to me won't happen again. Other teams charge half of your purse. We take only 30% for management and training. It's fair. His collection of prestigious titles kept getting bigger respectively. Going 5 years
That's hard.
undefeated.
I respect it. That's crazy. They get half of your purse? They get 50%? Is that still like that to today? Like the managers and the people who do the gym and stuff, they get half of your purse? What the fuck? Ain't no way I'm getting that, man. What? You ain't in the cage with me? I give you 20%, half of the purse. That's
The White Lotus
crazy.
signed with a football club as a side quest and played a couple of seasons at the regional level. His longtime friend and prankster Sanchai also dropped by to train.
Sanchai! They was friends? That's what I was talking about. Was he greater than? I didn't know he was friends. I did this have a video on Sanchai though. Sanchai one of the ones too. That's hard.
By the mid-2010s, Buakaw had established connections
hard.
in China, signing an agreement with the leading Chinese promotion, Kunlun Fight. His debut opponent, Gu Hui, got his dome
Gu
rattled
Hui.
from the gate.
Bomb! Shit! That nigga powered
From
off.
the gate. The Wushu
His leg
Sanda
kick is
champion
one-on-one,
was
I ain't gonna lie.
subjugated to a gut-wrenching thrashing.
Head kicks and leg kicks is insane.
After consecutive humiliating landings,
He don't load up or nothing, they just come.
he carelessly lingered in the knee blast area. Having dispatched the organization's homegrown star, half a year later, Buakaw delighted the fans with other trademark moves.
He's smiling and laughing while he's fighting this shit. That left hook, yeah.
Setting things in motion with an overhand. He went hunting for the enemy's scalp.
Oh, he said, let's box. Let's box him. Oh, he has a box.
And caught him with a picture-perfect combo.
Oh, leg kick. Head kick.
Kicking off the new chapter with a bang, Buakaw spent several eventful years in China, bulldozing through the Kunlun Fight aristocracy.
Oh, body shot.
Soon the promotional landscape began to resemble a graveyard.
Graveyard. Sleep.
And Banchamek received a coronation worthy of an emperor.
World champion golden belt.
His best piece of work in the league came against Marwan Tudu in 2017.
I'm shit like
Fearlessly
they hurt,
engaging
right?
in a trade with the Moroccan.
Oh! Yeah, I knew that left foot was gonna be.
The Thai clocked him over the guard and added a soccer kick.
Oh!
The wild ride lasted about 4 minutes.
Sleep. I didn't mean to play that. I hit the wrong button.
A sinister left hook caught Tudu slipping, and he went down like a lead balloon. The doctors had their hands full. Buakaw once again did not disappoint the former and reigning kings of Thailand, whose photos he always carried. Visiting another Chinese promotion in 2015, Banchamek engaged in a memorable two-part series with the so-called Shaolin monk, Yi Long, with the gold at stake. The self-taught warrior's only relation to the famous temple was his bald head and yellow pants, while his popularity came thanks to a viral YouTube clip.
Bro, how did he get knocked out? What is that dude hitting with pillows?
The famous temple
what's going
was his bald
on?
head and yellow pants, while his popularity came thanks to a viral YouTube clip. Nonetheless, this one-punch man copycat was ready to throw down with...
What the f... Bro, what is going on, bro? Bro, what is this? Bro, how did I... Bro, that big dude better not have lost this fight, bro. Big for nothing. These leg kicks hurting. Oh,
ready to throw down with anyone.
Them leg kicks, oh!
There's plenty of power and fighting spirit in this fella.
Oh my God!
The memeable Chinese daredevil got the ball rolling in a truly unforgettable manner. Buakaw was perplexed. He soon regained his composure, and things got much better. However, Yi Long refused to submit. Responding on occasion. The Thai tried to cool his ardor with foot sweeps and was almost regretting taking the fight by the end.
Oh!
Right by the end. Pulling off a miracle, Yi Long survived 3 rounds in the midst of a zombie apocalypse, surprising the world. Victory was not on the table, though. In their title sequel in 2016, the Monk was as audacious as ever, leaping right into the thick of things. Buakaw found a way to slow down the frantic tempo. And then launched a counteroffensive.
Oh my God! Oh shit!
The party resumed at the midpoint to the rhythm of strikes flying in both directions.
Oh, that nigga about throwing flying knee to the
Banchamek
body.
reintroduced the tossing tactic. Yi Long's answer was to jump at him from a running start and drag the champion into a chaotic melee. After that, the dog-tired Maverick lost the last stretch across the board.
Oh shit!
Albeit bright, the Monk's moment of fame seemed to be fleeting, but the judge's verdict made it imperishable. Buakaw wasn't interested in regional showdowns at this point. In 2017, he starred in a new action movie where he played the lead role.
What is that?
The sex symbol status was now just around the corner.
The sex
To
symbol
coincide with this
status is
significant
crazy.
event, Buakaw moved back home and signed with the All-Star Fight promotion.
Thailand.
Just like before, the opposition couldn't hold a candle to the living icon of martial arts.
Oh shit! Chop!
In 2019, Banchamek squared off against Chris Ngimbe, a renowned champion and a knockout artist with a tendency to fly.
Ah!
Still, he also proved no match after a couple of falls. A body shot paired with a high kick wasn't enough, so Buakaw polished him off with consecutive hooks. Following yet another dismantling, the 37-year-old veteran realized that
He was
there was nothing
37,
left
bro.
to
He's like
prove
he's
and
25,
retired
man.
from professional
29.
sports. This allowed him to focus on helping the younger generation in his own gym. Among Buakaw's students was the young star Superbon, who keeps it playful with the sensei, but turns into a savage in the One Championship cage.
Ooh, okay. Oh, let's get right then. Buka try training killers. Training,
In
huh?
the One Championship cage.
Oh my God.
In addition to his coaching duties, Buakaw hosted Muay Thai tournaments in his own backyard. Nobody dared to disappoint the White Lotus with cautious game plans. In retirement, Banchamek got into YouTube and started developing a highly popular channel with a wide variety of content to suit every taste. His production team is always extremely motivated. Buakaw's girlfriend
That's
also
hard.
wholeheartedly supports his endeavors and doesn't shy away from participation.
Headshot.
Now every Muay Thai fan knows Banchamek is a man of boundless talent. The White Lotus maintained his physical shape with exhibition outings. Even his
He
appointment
looks
as
like
the
he's
executive
25,
director of the
bro.
Kickboxing
200.
Association of Thailand in 2021 didn't save his adversaries.
It's 2021?
In 2022,
Insane.
the
That's insane,
indefatigable
bro.
Buakaw came back to promote the second-best stadium in Thailand, the Ratchadam Nairn. In an exhibition match, the glory seeker from Japan evoked more pity than an abandoned kitten. Although Banchamek put some weight behind his strikes only towards the end, the humidity in the arena kept rising, while the Thai fighter did everything possible not to cut the opponent's pretty face open.
Get right, get right, get right.
Eventually, instead of blasting a couple of lethal bombs, Buakaw faked a ferocious finishing sequence for show.
Oh my God.
Successfully pitching his dance partner as a resilient macho to the delight of the female audience, Banchamek got his long...
I ain't gonna lie. It's like that out there, I ain't gonna lie. Let's
Successfully
keep it
pitching
real.
his dance partner as a resilient
It's like that out there. I'm trying to go where he at.
macho to the delight of the female
I'm trying to go where he at, man. They doing it right out there, ain't it?
Banchamek got his long-awaited rendezvous with Sato.
Oh, that's him?
He worked the crowd. Then turned things up to usual levels. And wrote a check Yoshihiro couldn't cash.
Sleeping.
Removing Sato's hand away, Buakaw planted a right hook from hell. The beauty of Muay Thai as it is. The White Lotus is busier than ever these days. He's set to have an exhibition boxing match in 2024.
He looks like he's 35.
Manny
I'm keeping it
Pacquiao.
big.
Prior to that,
With who? With Manny? Boy, like he's 35. Bro, what? When they have
match in
this?
2024 with the retired
They been had
icon
this.
Manny Pacquiao. Prior to that, Banchamek is in for a special rules bare-knuckle Muay Thai bout now versus Sanchai, an undisputed legend and possibly the best Thai boxer in history.
Oh, question mark kick.
Question mark kick, put him down. Hey, I know about Sanchai. Sanchai wanna, yeah. Sleep.
We'll soon find out what will come of the battle between eight-limb style virtuosos.
He pulled him in the eye.
What will come of the battle between eight-limb style virtuosos? In the meantime, Buakaw continues to piece up his old pal outside the ring.
Hey, now them two together is pretty comedy. I ain't gonna lie. That's comedy.
Throughout his decades-long career, Buakaw won the fans' unconditional love with his rugged charisma and unwavering determination, which remained unchanged regardless of organizations and weight classes. Although the White Lotus had reached the pinnacle of the sport 2 decades ago, he continues to put his opponents through a ringer, even at the age of 41. His far from complete official record includes 241 victories with 74 knockouts and 24 losses, many of which were highly disputed.
That's a fact. Definitely highly disputed, man. We gonna keep it real. A lot of them, they did my boy dirty on a lot of them fights, bro. But having 300 and something fights is insane to me, bro. His body gotta be, bro. He don't even like he hurting. He look like he a healthy 35-year-old man. at 46 or 45, or however old he is. It's crazy. But that's crazy, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know what some more Muay Thai fighters or some more kickboxers, though. Because I don't really know too many. Or too many great ones at that. But let me know in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. We finally drop this video, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who be tuning in to me every single day. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next one, man. No doubt.